Bad news, everybody. I just got back from the comic shop, and they only had DC in. Good news, I don't really read any Marvel, but I didn't get any of my independent stuff, and there was some doozies I was excited for. But before we get into that, I need you to like and subscribe. There's a lot of you not liking, and even more of you not subscribing. How many frickin' times do I have to ask you? Great, now you got me cursing. Now I have to write an apology letter to Jesus. I can't be on the naughty list. Have Santa missing my house this close to Christmas. Okay, so let's go over what I picked up today, and then after that, we'll go over the ratings of last week's books and compare it to what Comic Geeks has it rated. Again, if you are a comic book collector or a comic book fan, I highly recommend you go get that Comic Geeks app. It is awesome, or you can just go on the website. It's a very useful tool. Alright, so the first book we grabbed, Poison Ivy Annual. I have actually been enjoying this. I've only been reading like the last 3 or 4 issues. Kind of regret not being on it at the start. But I just didn't think I'd like it, but I am really enjoying that run. Then we got Mr. Terrific, issue 6. I believe this is the last one. This has been a very good series so far. Kind of, just a story about Mr. Terrific, you know. Then we got Accidentally Green Lantern Corps, issue 10. I dropped this after the last dog shit issue. I think the art is bad. I think the writing's even worse. I think the writer of this book should not be hired ever again. Yeah, and I think this is probably just going to get even worse because now... Who is it? Jeremy Adams or Jeff Johns? But they're completely off the book. And it's just the... this is just terrible. It's been a real big disappointment. Hopefully this is good. Hopefully I didn't just waste my money. I, honest to God, don't even know how I walked out of the store with this. But I did. So I'll read it, and I will keep an open mind. Because I want it to be good. I really do. Then we got Batman Dark Patterns, issue 12. This is the last issue in this series. This blows a lot of people's mind. I like this way better than Absolute Batman. Absolute Batman is amazing. It's phenomenal. But this is one of the best Batman runs I think ever written. It is just so well written. The stories are really, really good. The art is fantastic. It's just a very, kind of a really dark, more gritty, violent Batman. Highly recommend you go check out the trades if those aren't already out, or just go back and grab them. What do you need? What are you here to steal? Don't step on the comics. Be good. Behave. But yeah, highly recommend Batman Dark Patterns. It's really, really good. I hope that they continue on with it. Then we got Batman and Robin, issue 27. Really been liking that. Like I've been saying, this has been a really good year for Batman. A lot of excellent Batman stuff. Other than what I'm about to show you next, Batman 162. There is one more issue left in this run, and this will finish up the Hush series. This has been rated very, very low on Comic Geeks. I don't think it's as bad as people are saying, but it's really just not that good. I also think this was supposed to wrap up before this new series of Batman came out. It's been, I think July was like the last issue of this that came out. So it's been a while. It's been a while, hasn't it, Riley? You got anything to say? But that is a really badass cover. I said I was going to stop buying variants and just buy the A covers. For whatever reason, when you're trying to resell, which I'm not buying comics for the purpose of reselling, I'm buying comics because I love them, but if something ever happens, down the road and you just need to move some comics for some cash, it seems like the A covers are easiest to sell, and you kind of get your money, more of a return on the A's. But that is a sick cover. I do like it. Then we got Aquaman issue 11. This is a DCKO tie-in. if it's got anything to do with the KO event, I'm buying it. So far, I am loving the KO event. Can't wait for issue 2. I am so excited to see what the dynamic between Joker and Annabelle from The Conjuring is going to be. That's going to be incredible. I think we also get to see Sub-Zero. Why am I blanking? The bad guy from from The Boys, Homelander. He's in it, so that's going to be exciting, isn't it, Riley? You're excited about that. Aquaman's been an all-around pretty good series, too, so I was going to get it either way. And then, since he didn't have any of my books, I have to go in on Friday and grab Beneath the Trees, Where Nobody Sees. We're taking everybody down with us. I have to get the Static Shock Batman Beyond book. He didn't have that in. And there was like 3 other books. But yeah, I'll go in and get those on Friday because I got to take his food order for Saturday. So I just grabbed some other stuff. I saw this on his wall in the back. Toy Box Guardians. I just thought that cover looked really cool, and he opened it up for me. We looked at it. It looked pretty cool. It looked weird. It looked like a fun read, and I don't know. I like the weird kind of different stuff. And then I got Planet Death issue 2. I had forgotten to get this last week. Thank God he had 1 issue left. Well, he had 2 issues, but one was a foil, and I don't really want to buy any foil variants and spend that much money. But issue 1 was really cool. This is by the people that made John Wick. So, and like I've been telling you guys, Bad Idea is an amazing company. Like everything that they have made so far, I have really, really enjoyed. So if you get a chance to check out any Bad Idea title, highly recommend giving it a try. The art and everything is fantastic, and the writing's very good. Planet Death doesn't have a lot of writing in it, or at least the first issue. It was kind of just nonstop action. And then I was digging through his DC books, his DC short boxes in the shop, just seeing if there was anything that jumped out at me that maybe I hadn't heard of or had. And I have never heard of this series. The Boy Wonder. I looked it up, and it is very, very highly rated on Comic Geeks. I had never heard of this. I don't know how, but he said it was a fantastic story, and I was lucky enough to get issue 1 and issue 2. He's going to dig me out issue 3, 4, and 5 to get when I go in on Friday. So just because they didn't have all my stuff in doesn't mean I still didn't act a fool and get way too much. So that's what we got. What did you all get? Hope you got what you wanted. Maybe you were more responsible than me and didn't get what you didn't need. But so now we are going to go over all the books that came out last week that I read. I'm going to rate it between a 1 and a 5. And then we will compare it to what Comic Geeks has it rated online. And the way it works is Comic Geeks, you read your book, you mark that you read it, and you give it a score of 1 through 5, and it just gives the, what is going on? What are you doing? You got the hiccups? That's terrible. A little dog with hiccups. So let's get into it. We are going to, the first book that we read last week was Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu, issue 14. I gave this a 3.8. Comic Geeks gave it a 3.8. Thought it was a pretty good book. That's probably the lowest score I've given a Moon Knight book. But all around, that series I'm giving a 4.2. Moon Knight has been incredible for a while now. It is my favorite Marvel ongoing series currently, and Moon Knight has probably worked his way up to like my second or third favorite Marvel character ever. My first favorite character is Slapstick. Probably none of you heard of him, but if you got free time, look up Slapstick. His character is so awesome. Then we got Batman Night Fight, issue 1. I gave this a 4.4. Comic Geeks gave it a 4.1. Sure, you heard a lot about this already on social media. That was badass. Batman gets killed before the big tournament fight, and somehow uses some kind of dark side technology, booms himself out of there, and he wakes up in a different version of Gotham. and he's immediately just being chased down by a swarm of Robins. And at the very end, another Batman shows up, which is Dick Grayson, who kind of tells him, like, you were told not to come back. You were told to stop being Batman. You know, and now they're going to take him out. So very excited to see what's going on there. One of the Robins looks oddly a lot like Green Arrow. So I don't know if it's him. Someone brought up a fact that it could be Roy Harper, but very, very excited to see who that actually was. Then we got Batman issue 3. I gave this a 4.0. Comic Geeks gave it a 4.2. Just a solid book. I am absolutely loving this new Matt Fraction Batman. The art's fantastic. The story is, I'm just really digging it. He is Batman, but he has all 3 Robins living with him. They're making Tim Drake really badass, finally. Like, Tim Drake does not get enough love. Yeah. This is a very violent version. Like, Tim Drake gets shot with a gun and Batman gets shot. Just really, really cool. And you get to see Damian being a little jackass little brother to all the other Robins. Huck, A Big Bad World, issue 6. I gave a 3.4. Comic Geeks gave it a 4. I was so disappointed with this book. They turned Huck into Forrest Gump, which you could argue that Huck was Forrest Gump, like mentally, just very slow mentally, but very nice, very sweet, always does the right thing. But he's had this ongoing relationship with this lady that he really liked in series 1, and she ditches him. She goes with this jerk off and breaks Huck's heart. And at the end of this book, she comes back, shows up pregnant, and Huck takes her back. I did not want that. I wanted him to kick her to the moon. But I highly recommend series 1. That last book ruined Huck for me. I don't know what's going on with Mark Millar, but like Vatican City was really, really good up to the last book, and it was terrible. I thought this ending of this was terrible. So I don't know, Mark, what's going on? But obviously other people liked it. It is a 4, so just because I don't like something doesn't mean you can't like something. Then we got Absolute Green Lantern issue 9. I gave this a 3.2. Comic Geeks gave it a 4.2. I am not liking this at all. I was talking to some of you in the comments, and you said you were excited for me to read this. I'm just not liking it. Nothing is happening. There's no Green Lantern stuff happening. This whole issue is just about her love life. I don't care. I don't care about this Green Lantern either. Like, I just think it was such a big misstep not to have it be Guy, Hal, or John, or even Kyle Rayner. But we go with her, and like, she's not even a Green Lantern that anyone brings up when they start listing off Green Lanterns. It is well written. The art is good. I'm not going to drop it because I'm just a massive Green Lantern fan, and I've read so far. I think there's only a couple issues left. I'm hoping it finishes off strong. I wish I liked it as much as everybody else, but I gotta be honest, it's not been for me. I don't like love stories or stuff that deals with relationships. I just like seeing cool stuff. Then we got Savager issue 2. I gave this a 4.1. Comic Geeks gave it a 4.2. Our main character finds a group of survivors in a bunker, and he kind of clicks up with them, and him and one of the ladies, one of the members of the group he finds, goes out on a mission to find one of their other people that had gone off a while ago. Really, really good. The art in that is incredible. The writing's really cool. It's a very, very cool story. Highly recommend you check that out. Yeah, her special power is she can turn herself invisible with this tech suit she has, so they start fighting the other aliens, and there's kind of some chirping to the alien that has attached himself to our main character. Really cool. I'm all for it. I think there's only a total of 4 issues in that series, so not very expensive. Well, they're $5.99, so expensive for a comic, but I really liked that. Then we got Cheetah in Cheshire Rob the Justice League issue 4. I gave this a 4.0. Comic Geeks gave it a 4.0. They are finally putting their plan into action to rob the Justice League. They have started, this one is, everything's going in the plan. They are getting onto the Watchtower to try to steal everything, and one of the girls had to steal someone's ID tag and get in there, and Red Tornado catches her. You're seeing a lot of Justice League members in this issue. I really did not think I would like this comic at all. It's been a big surprise. I've really been enjoying it, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how it finishes out. Batgirl, issue 13, I gave a 3.8. Comic Geeks gave a 3.7. All around, another good book. I think there's one or two left in this series. I've been talking about Batgirl a lot to you guys. I was never a big Cassandra Cain fan. Maybe that's because all I had really known of her was from the Gotham City Sirens movie that wasn't very good. And they do not really showcase her that best in that movie. But I am now just a massive fan. I'm going back and getting all her stuff. Really a cool character. But the story is really, really cool. It's like a kind of like a classic kung fu movie story they got going on in it. So, yep, again, would recommend. Then we got Harley and Ivy, Life in Crime, issue 1. I gave this a 4.1. Comic Geeks gave it a 4.1. This was probably the biggest surprise of last week for me. I really, really did not think I was going to like this. But this turned out being just really, really fun. It is the DC, the Batman animated type style of art in this. And Joker shows up in this to kind of complain to Harley for leaving him for Ivy, and the way they have him done, he's like the Death of the Family, where he's got his face cut off and, you know, like stretched out back on his face. So that's really cool seeing in that art style of the animated series. I really like that book, though. I'm excited for the next one. That did make it onto my pull list. The Amazing Spider-Man, issue 15, I gave a 3.8. Comic Geeks gave a 3.6. So I have dropped this a lot of times. 3 different times now I've dropped this. One of you in the comment section said, hey, it's getting good again. So I picked this up. I thought it was a cool cover, so I didn't need a lot of convincing. It's made it back onto my pull list. I thought that issue was good enough to get on the pull list. Him with Rocket Raccoon is awesome. I'm here for it. Rocket just being a jackass the whole time, and Peter and Rocket talking back and forth really, really works really well. So that's on the poll list, but you're on notice, Spider-Man. You can go off the poll list just as quick as you got put on. Then we read Poison Ivy, issue 38. I gave this a 3.9. Comic Geeks gave it a 4.2. As I've already said earlier in the video, I'm really enjoying Poison Ivy. Was kind of hoping we'd see Swamp Thing in this. There's a part of this book where she journeys deep into the jungle or the swamp, whatever it is. And I was like, oh shit, are we going to see Swamp Thing pop up? But no, it's just the bad guy, this bad tree. But yeah, a very cool book. Art was really good. It's really well written. I was enjoying that. Wild Animals, issue 4. I gave this a 4.3. Comic Geeks gave it a 4.2. This had some really big surprises in this issue. So, in this one, it's about a guy whose life has just been destroyed. His mother died from cancer, and half his body is burnt, and he thinks it's all because of these cops who broke into his house when he was little, killed his father, and then they set him on fire. But at the end of this issue, we find out that might not be what actually happened, because one of the cops that he's trying to track down and kill catches him, handcuffs him, and ties him up, and then is like, dude, I don't want to kill you, but why did you come back here? And the guy's like, you fucked my life up. And he's like, no, dude, you got it all backwards. Like, your dad was the bad guy. We were there to save your mom from him. And he's like, we didn't burn you either. Your dad threw oil on you to get back at your mom and make her sad. And so, is that really what happened? I don't know. We're going to find out in the next issue, but Wild Animals has been very good. Then we got Absolute Superman, issue 13. I give this a 4.5. Comic Geeks gave it a 4.1. Incredible issue. Incredible. I don't know what's my favorite between Absolute Superman and Absolute Batman. It kind of... Okay, it's Absolute Batman, but just by a little. Absolute Superman is so good, and I'm really not a big Superman fan, but I am all in on Absolute Superman. I also just noticed I forgot to turn the TV off in the back, so I hope the glare isn't on my glasses. Why didn't you tell me, Riley? Huh? You're a terrible co-host, and you steal from me. But all right, thank you for watching the video. I hope you all had a great week so far. It's Wednesday. We're halfway through the bullshit of work. So Friday, I will throw up a video kind of going over some other stuff, what plans I have for the channel in the future. If you guys have any suggestions of what you would like to see, like comic book wise, let's talk. You want me to start reviewing comic book movies? I'd love to do that. I love comic book movies. Those are about the only movies I can even sit through anymore. Well, those in horror. But thank you so much for subscribing, those of you that have. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for commenting, talking comics with me. And we'll talk Friday, so we'll talk later.